Alright you guys, so there you have it. It's as easy as it gets. One plate of saltfish fritters, and as we like to call it in Jamaica, stamp and go. So the saltfish finished cooking, and I'm going to bring it over here, get some cold water on it. Now I'm going to clean up the saltfish and get it ready for the fritters. At this point I clean up the saltfish, take off the skin, and now I'm making it very small, so I'm just using my fingers to mash it up. And if you realize, I have a little water in the pan, so the aim of this water is to extract the remaining salt that is left in the saltfish. And you can just taste it to make sure that it's not too salty, because you don't want it to be too salty. So we cook it as much as possible so that as much salt is extracted as possible, because you don't want too much salt remaining in it. You don't want the fritters to be salty, because I'm still going to add a little bit of salt to it. That's why I cook out as much salt, but you just leave enough salt so that it have that little kick off of saltfish flavor, the natural saltfish flavor. Now I want to make these saltfish as thin as possible, so that's why I'm still going and mashing these medium-sized pieces, because I don't really want the big chunks. Also try and make sure you feel for any small bones that might be in your saltfish, and you take those out, because you don't want to be eating your fritters and you're biting bones. So we're just continuing to mash this up right now, just like that. All right, when you think you have mashed it up to your desired how you want it, to your desired size, you now going to go ahead and add all the ingredients. I'm gonna transfer it to a bigger pan just to not make a mess. So transfer it to a bigger pan. Now I have assorted sweet peppers that I already had went ahead and cut up with some onions, and I cut these up as thin as possible. So I'm just gonna throw that in. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little sugar to it, about a tablespoon of sugar. And then I'm going to add just a dash of salt, just to bring up back all the flavors. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon of baking powder, just a little bit, not too much. Some people don't add baking powder, even me don't add baking powder sometimes, and that's okay. You do it however you feel you need to do it. So after adding that, I'm gonna go ahead and add some water in there and mix all this up before I add anything else. So now that I get my liquid in, I'm just gonna taste the liquid literally. The next thing you can add in here is Scotch bonnet pepper, Jamaican hot pepper. I'm not gonna add any because my kid's going to be eating this, so I'll skip that part. But the hot pepper is a very special ingredient that is needed for your stamp and go, or fritters as we like to call it. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my flour in. Add my flour, and then I'm gonna mix this all up to get the batter nice and creamy. So when you're mixing your butter, your aim is to not make your batter too thick. The consistency that I have in this pan right now is way too thick. So you need to add some more water to make sure you are going to get the right consistency. Your batter needs to be between runny and thick. So you're going to see the batter that we're going for. And all those colors popping in there, and it's looking really good already. Don't be afraid to taste your batter to make sure it is balanced. Now this is the consistency that you're going for. Not too light, not too heavy. This batter is perfect. And I am using cold water. So this is the consistency that you're going for, and this will give you a lot of fritters. Now that your batter is ready, we are going to go over to the preheated pot. We are going to go ahead and throw some oil into this pot. When you're frying your fritters, you want to make sure that the pot have enough oil. So you need to fill this pot bottom with oil. You need enough oil to fry your fritters. So now that we have enough oil in here, I'm going to go ahead and prepare a plate with towel, so that when the fritters get out of the oil, we can put them directly to dry out. That way they don't soak up the oil. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and drop them medium size, just like that. So there we go. And you know that these are ready when both sides golden brown. At this point you can start turning your fritters. When you see that there is not much white left on the top, you can start turning them on the opposite side. And you just keep turning them on both sides until you get the golden brown look that you're going for. As you guys can see, they're already becoming golden brown. So we're almost there. Now that you've reached a consistency that you're going for, you just transfer these onto your paper towel and allow them to dry. And you're good to go. And fritters is always best to have hot, so you need to kill these bad boys right away. Shake them off and transfer to your paper. And you just repeat this step. Drop your remaining batter until all your batter is finished. Alright you guys, so there you have it. It's as easy as it gets. One plate of saltfish fritters, and as we like to call it in Jamaica, stamp and go. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know how it worked out for you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.